Hi guys, hope you watched my previous videos. Today we are going to discuss about the very basic thing of accounting. That is the foundation of accounting, which called as double entry system. First we'll see what is meant by double entry system. The accounting system which records the same amount in debit and credit sides of accounts. This can be simply called as double entry system. Look at the other definition I have given. Every financial transaction has equal and opposite effects in at least two different accounts. Here the word at least is very important because sometimes double entry may contain more than two entries. Right? So let's see what is the basic double entry principle. As you all know that in accounting, basically there are 5 types of accounts available. Those are asset accounts, expense accounts, equity accounts, liability accounts, and income accounts. When we consider about the double entry principle, asset account and expense account is having similar double entry principle, and equity, liability and income accounts are having same type of double entry principle. So we'll see. Look at the table given. Asset accounts and expense accounts, increase should be debit. At the same way, decrease should be credit. The other three types of accounts, that means equity accounts, liability accounts and income accounts, increase should be credited. At the same time, decrease should be debited. So keep in mind this simple scenario and let's move to the some examples, the basics examples. So we'll see. Look at the first one. I have prepared it as a table. One side the transaction, the other side I have given the related double entry. One by one I'll explain. Look at the first one. On invested rupees 600,000 cash and 200,000 worth building to the business. So here, when on invested money to the business, we know that cash balance of the business should be increased. Cash means asset account. So cash control account should be debit. Here, the on invested, instead of the cash, he invested rupees 200,000 worth building also. Building also comes under asset account. I told you according to the double entry principle, if it is an asset, increase should be debited. So cash control account debit, building account debit, totally the total amount should be credited to the equity account as this amount is invested by the owner. So according to the principle of double entry, equity account increase should be credit. Altogether 800,000. From 800,000 equity account should be credited. Okay, look at the second one. Bank loan received rupees 200,000. Bank loan received. So what happened to our cash balance? Our business cash balance will increase due to this bank loan amount. So cash control account should be debited. And what happened to the credit entry? Bank loan, which type of account? It's a liability account because it is an obligation. We have to pay. We have to pay back that amount to the bank. So if it is a liability account, increase should be credited. So the double entry should be cash control account debit 200,000. Bank loan account credit 200,000. Look at the third one. Purchased office equipment rupees 50,000. Here we purchased office equipments. Office equipments comes under non-current asset. So office equipment account debit 50,000. To purchase this 50,000 worth office equipment, we have to spend 50,000 worth cash. That means cash balance will decrease. That means asset decrease. If it is asset decrease, it should be credited. Office equipment debit 50,000, cash control account credit 50,000. Look at the next. Purchased furniture for rupees 45,000 on credit from Damro PLC. Here, furniture also comes under non-current asset. So, if it is asset increase, it should be debited. Furniture account debit 45,000. Earlier one, we credited to the cash control account. But here we can't credit it to the cash control account. Why? Because earlier transaction, we settled the total amount by cash. But here we purchase furniture on credit basis. So that relevant creditor should be credit. Relevant creditor means here Damro PLC account should be credit. Look at the next one. Cash purchase rupees 20,000. Very basic thing. How to record the double entry for the cash purchase? Purchase means which type of account? It is a expense account. So if it is expense account increase debit. So purchase account debit 20,000. To purchase 20,000 worth stock, we have to pay cash. So due to that, our cash balance will decrease. Asset decrease, then cash control account credit 20,000. Right? Next one, credit purchase 50,000. As I explained earlier, purchase means expense. If it is expense, it is increase, then it should be debited. So purchase account debit 50,000. We can't credit here to the cash control account. Why? Because we purchase on credit basis. If it is a credit purchase, creditors control account should be credit. You have to use the word control account, creditors control account, right? Next one, cash sales rupees 100,000. Here, sales means income. Earlier I told you, purchase means expense. Sales we have to consider as a income. So if it is a income increase, according to the double entry principle, it should be credit. Then sales account credit 100,000, where to debit? Yes, cash control account debit 100,000, because due to sales we are getting money, we are getting 100,000 cash. Next one, credit sales 150,000. Here, same as earlier one, sales means income. If it is a income, if income increases, it should be credited. So sales account credit 150,000. But here we can't debit that amount to the cash control account because this is credit sales. Sales done according to the credit basis. We are not getting cash at the same time. So it should be debited to the debtors control account. Debtors control account debit 150,000. Sales account credit 150,000. Here, look at the next one. Purchase returns. Purchase returns 4,000. Purchase returns 4,000. How to record that? Purchase returns. Due to purchase returns, expense will, normally purchase means expense, no? So if it is a returns, expense will decrease. If it is expense decrease, according to the double entry principle, what happened? It should be credit. Yes. So purchase returns account credit. Where to debit? Creditors control account debit, because due to purchase returns, creditors balance will decrease. If creditors balance, because creditors means liability, if liability balance is decrease, it should be debit. Next one, sales returns 2500. Earlier I told you sales means income. If it is returns, when it comes to the sales returns, income decreases. If income decreases, it should be debit. Our normal double entry principle. So sales returns account debit. Where to credit? Debtors control account credit 2500, because we are in assumption that in accounting we can return only credit sales and credit purchase. That's why we have to credit and debit to the creditors control and debtors control. Keep in mind that one also. Next one, rent paid rupees 15,000. Rent means expense. If it is expense, it should be debited. Rent account debit 15,000. Cash control account credit 15,000, because what happened to our cash balance? Due to rent payment, our cash balance will decrease. Asset decrease. If it is asset decrease, it should be credit. Next one. Received rupees 20,000 dividend income. Here, income means I told you income increase mean credit. So dividend income account credit 20,000. We are getting money. Received rupees 20,000 dividend income. So obviously cash control account should be debit 20,000. Yes. Last two. Received rupees 20,000 from debtors. Received. When we received money, what happened to our cash balance? Cash balance will definitely increase. So if it is increase, asset account, cash control mean asset account should be debit, cash control debit. Where to credit? Yes. When we received money from debtors, debtors balance will decrease. So debtors also asset account. If it is asset account decrease, it should be credit. Debtors control account credit 20,000. Last one. Paid rupees 50,000 to creditors. So here, when we pay money to the creditors, our cash balance will decrease. Asset account decrease. If it is asset account decrease, cash control account should be credit. Creditors control account should be debit, because due to this payment, due to this settlement, creditors balance will definitely decrease. So those are the very basic double entries. From the next video, I am going to discuss about some advanced double entries.